Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail. Today we're going to be deep diving into some political talk, news, shit that's going around on Twitter or whatever if you want to call it X. It is what it is. Let's just fucking deep dive into this shit. Alrighty, let's get right into this. So, if you guys want to follow me on X, here is my handle. Be sure to go follow me. Brad Garlinghouse, better known as the CEO at Ripple, just tweeted, "Slow weekend. Anything exciting happen?" Some people are speculating that means something big is happening on the horizon for XRP. If you guys don't know of it, it's a digital currency. Highly recommend you guys go check out what they're trying to build and what they are actually building. Is pretty awesome. I don't know this guy, but I just reposted him. He says he has a dream, and as you can see, this is Bill Gates. I don't know who that is. I think it's Dr. Fusi, I think, actually. And this is some person that works at the WIF, I think. We all know that all these three characters are all crooked in some way, and maybe this will happen eventually. Next up, Josh Ryan. I really don't know who he is, but I do know that he came out and said Xavier Trudeau, 17-year-old son of Justin Trudeau, is launching a musical career. He has released an excerpt from his first song, untitled "Till the Night's Done," which is scheduled to release on February 21st. Here's a clip of it, and this isn't an April Fool's joke. So if this actually happens, like, I always thought that his son would go into a political career, but guess not. We're going to take a video. We're going to take a look at it. February 21st, 2025. Now, I guarantee you this is going to get fucking smacked in the face with some harsh fucking critiques, man. This poor kid is going to get hated on immensely just for being Trudeau's son. And if his music isn't good, like isn't actually good, like people are going to tell him. So, we're going to have to keep an eye out for February 21st and watch his fucking music. His first fucking music drop. Premier Smith joins Pierre with saying that we should have no politicians that have a loyalty to the world. The WIF is the World Economic Forum, and we shouldn't, right? The World Economic Forum, it was basically founded by super wealthy people that basically have power over the government. Let's watch this fucking video.
What are your views on the World Economic Forum?
well, I'm not a young global leader of tomorrow. I've never been to one of their events, and I look at Pierre Poilievre saying that he doesn't intend to go to their events and doesn't intend to have his ministers involved in them either. And I take the same view.
But why? You're still not explaining what your views are on the World Economic Forum. Like, what do you find distasteful about it?
I guess I find it distasteful when billionaires brag about how much control they have over political leaders, as the head of that organization has. And I think that that is offensive. The people who should be directing government are the people who vote for them. And the people who vote for me and for my colleagues are people who live in Alberta and who are affected by our decisions. And so, quite frankly, until that organization stops bragging about how much control they have over political leaders, I have no interest in being involved with them. My focus is here in Alberta, solving problems for Albertans with the mandate from Albertans.
She is just she's a woman that has a bit of a brain on her, and yeah, you could just see that she presents herself like just as a good leader, right? Unlike Chrystia Freeland, right? Look at her face. Like, you could look at her demeanor. Let me see if I can find that video of fucking Freeland. at this video. You guys remember this video? Look at her face. Look at her. She's like getting stressed out to the maximum right now. Look. Like that compared to Smith, there's such a freaking difference. Anyways, yeah, I kind of agree with her. I don't like the World Economic Forums. To be honest, they're the ones that invented the whole fucking climate movement and everything like that. I don't really agree with that stuff. Climate is important, but listen, all right, Canada has literally we used to have like 40 million people. Now, in a matter of 3 years, we have like 50 million people. We pay a massive amounts of carbon tax. We pay massive amounts of tax everywhere, and yet China is I don't even know their population. 1.4 billion, 1.5 billion, and all of their energy is ran on charcoal, which is 20 times worse for the environment, and yet we pay more. We have more punishment. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't agree with all this stuff. This is just a photo that was posted. So which way, Canada? So people are saying, oh, okay, are we gonna go the LGBTQ route with China or the US route? Which one? Personally, if I had to pick, I'd want to be the 51st state. And right now, boys, let me zoom in on my face here. I need to sneeze. I'm still sick. Becoming the 51st state, it doesn't sound that bad. Like, truthfully, honestly, it doesn't sound that bad. Like, don't get me wrong, if they do it properly to where there is still a border and we keep our laws because there's a border still, but we're still just in the jurisdiction of the states, and fuck, if they can drill more oil from our resources and get my fucking gas price down and my bills down, then hell, I don't really care at that point, okay? Like, I get it, a flag is a flag, but like, don't get me wrong, like, people have fought for the Canadian flag, and let's remember that technically we fought with the United States, right? Like, we fought wars with the states, and we've also fought a war actually with the states for trying to invade us. So clearly they've been wanting our fucking soil for a very long time. Go on and on about just Canada and how, could you imagine that, dude? Could you really imagine that? It would be a historic event. I mean, people just can't fathom it now because we're so comfortable in our bubbles of society that, motherfucker, this is a real world, all right? And if they really wanted to, with a blink of an eye, our flag can get changed right away. Like, fucking kingdoms and castles have gotten toppled over in the past. You know, shit happens. Shit literally happens. Serious question by Thrillia the Gorilla. Serious question. Do you believe marijuana is safer than alcohol? As he posts a big, beautiful plant of marijuana. Now, full disclosure, I am a cannabis user or marijuana user. Listen, for sure, marijuana is just better than alcohol on like several features. Alcohol ruins muscle growth, deteriorates your brain, deteriorates your liver. Alcohol poisoning. What else does it do? Hangover. Like, that's 5 cons right there. Weed just makes you a little bit more dumber. okay? And maybe makes you a little bit more lazy. So that's 2 cons compared to 5. Boom. I settled it there. Weed is better. Breaking. This was yesterday, technically, but breaking. Donald Trump quadruples down on annexing Canada. He says U.S. hasn't grown in size for decades. That's about to change. Let's watch it.
The United States has the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we may be a very substantially enlarged country in the not too distant. Isn't it nice to see, you know, for years, for decades, where the same size to the square foot probably got smaller, actually. But we might be an enlarged country pretty soon. And one of the things we're going to be doing is drill, baby, drill.
See, that's
going to bring everything down.
Exactly, that's going to bring everything down. How much are we paying for gas right now? We're paying like $1.70, $1.60 on a good day for a liter of gas. So basically, shit, did you guys not see that video? Oh, fuck. Hopefully you guys, I'm not replaying that video, boys. You guys are gonna have to just visualize what Trump said and visualize him saying that at a podium. But if they can make my gas cheaper, man, and not for me to not have to pay $160 to fill up my fucking gas tank, it'd be nice, right? Maybe I can actually go for a drive somewhere. Maybe I can actually afford to drive and see Canada, or technically see the 51st state. This was also Pierre Poilievre tweeted this. Oh shit, okay, I'm gonna fucking show this time. Pierre Poilievre tweeted this at Mark Kenney. If you are not like Justin Trudeau, you will ban his ministers from your cabinet. Now, I didn't read this tweet, but I will tell you guys this. Look at this already. January 26, 2024. So he made a little mistake. A little bit of a mistake here, right there. But I think it's fine. But people are definitely pointing that out. I will get straight to the point. The reason that there is a liberal leadership race for you to run in today is that Liberals admitted that Canadians were done with Justin Trudeau and all the damages he's done to our country over the past 9 years. Liberals MP threw Trudeau under the bus so they could tell voters they have to put Trudeau agenda behind them, and everything is brand new. But it took an entire team of Trudeau's ministers to double housing costs, double food bank reliance, double gun crime, double national debt. Justin Trudeau's team of ministers not only endorsed his agenda, but also helped write it, push it, and implement it. Keeping Trudeau's team is the same as keeping Trudeau, which is technically right. I mean, I don't like Trudeau's team. So I have a question for you. If you could be... so shit, guys, let me restart that, boys. So I have a question for you. You could be the prime minister in 43 days, and if you're in any different than the man you're trying to replace, you will commit to banning any prior Trudeau minister from serving in your cabinet, or you will hire the same Trudeau minister to pursue the same Trudeau agenda, yada yada yada. So this had a lot of mixed opinions on it, but I kind of agree. Like, all of his ministers did a horrible job. Half of his ministers literally quit on him, and a quarter of them threw him under the bus. So I think they need a whole ass fucking revamp. A whole fucking revamp. Clearly something was up and something was corrupt. So yeah, man, sometimes it's not even worth talking about, because like, we can't do nothing, us. Like, we're literally peasants compared to these fucking people. But I like this one. So if you guys don't know, there's a Justin Trudeau's alter ego account going in, and it has a few followers, but it's just they post funny stuff. This is Trudeau freaking out.
Against all export tariffs and against the dollar.
Yeah, it's just jokes, right? But I also wanted to show you guys this. So let me make sure I got this. Look at this. Outsider Mark Kenney, but is he? So Mark Kenney is basically running up his campaign and saying that he's for Canadians, always been for Canadians. You know how it is. You know how they talk, but Mark Kenney is literally fucking, he's owned. Watch this.
He's branding himself as the outsider, but he's not. This is the background of Mark Carney. Okay, he went to Harvard and Oxford. Not a big deal, but again, elitist. He spent 13 years at Goldman Sachs. And then he ran the Bank of Canada and eventually the Bank of England. So you want to talk about elite bankers, top of the world, central banks? He ran 2 central banks. And then on top of that, he was a UN special envoy. Oh yeah, my favorite, chairing Brookfield Asset Management, one of the largest asset management company here. He served on the boards of Bloomberg, PIMCO, Stripe, and he belongs to exclusive clubs like the Group of 30, the Bilderbergs, the Peterson Institute for International Economics, and my favorite, the World Economic Forum. Oh, and by the way, his father ran as a liberal, so if you want to say that he was not involved politically, he ran as a liberal. And Mark Carney himself served as Trudeau's economic advisor. So you want to say he's an outsider, I mean, this is the most insider guy there is.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That is mind-blowing, right? Obviously, I'm not gonna totally fact-check that video because who the fuck has time for that shit? But I'm assuming that the person that did it fact-checked his fucking video and not lying. So if that's all true, then I already wasn't gonna vote for him. But I'm sure as hell it aren't gonna vote for him now, and I'm happy to bring you guys some fucking information, right, to your ears. And anyways, this was tweeted out by JGenXer, so be sure to go fucking follow him. Or technically, that's not him. It's technically Curtis Killian on TikTok. Go check him out. I also want you guys to check out this guy, or it's the same guy, but he's just spitting out facts.
Relax, right?
Look at this.
How much income tax do you
Wait, did you guys see that TikTok video that I showed? I really hope you guys saw that, but you guys are going to see this one, certainly.
How much income tax do you think Canadians paid in 2023? 100 billion. Dude, it's way worse. The total income tax that Canadians paid in 2023 was $350 billion. But wait, there's more. Because if we add the GST, the PST, the QST, all the sales taxes, it balloons to $422 billion. But that's not all the taxes the government collects, right? Excise taxes, carbon taxes, tariffs, duties, you name it. We can estimate, and this number is goddamn fucking hard to get, so this is a guesstimation here, okay? Roughly $500 billion
Wow.
for the year 2023 was paid by Canadians in taxes. Where the fuck did the money go?
$500 billion. And the simple fact that even to last year, the government ran at over a $60 billion deficit for the year. So they definitely collected that much money from us Canadians, and we're still in a fucking deficit. That means Canadian products, Canadian businesses, we're not even making any money. Like, we're literally, we're broke. We are a broke nation. Our citizens don't have any more money. Our government doesn't have any more money. We're lacking severely on the infrastructure. We're lacking, we're basically, we're waiting to get picked up. In a fucking year from now, it's going to be a blessing to be called the 51st state if this keeps up at this rate. Like, god damn, man, we need to get our shit together. Peer positive breaks sign. He's tweeting, I'm probably going to get canceled and lose subscribers, but I think I have to make the first fuck Pierre video. I've gotten over 300 million views, propping up the conservative and shitting on Trudeau. I draw the line at willingly wanting to start a trade war with America. But this is also what I had to say to this. I agree with him, right? Come here, let me, So this is the exact same tweet. I said, I somewhat agree, yes, but an economy is a business. So if the US sanctions us, we lose money every day. So we should maybe sanction them on some of our products to recoup at least a tiny bit of money, because if we don't and nothing ever happens, we will keep running in a deficit, right? If the US sanctions us and we do absolutely nothing about it and we keep doing as if everything is normal, we're going to keep losing money. So it technically, from a government standpoint, as a business, it makes sense to sanction them on some of our products too. And this guy tweeted out, the thing is, they don't need anything from us. That's the problem. And I also tweeted this back not too long ago, actually, before I started this. And if they don't want to do business with us, that's fine. But we definitely need to open our trade to the rest of the world and stop giving them free gas. They don't need anything from us. Well, we've been supplying them with pretty much free gas for the past fucking decades. So let's stop that and let's start selling our gas to the rest of the world. Yeah? Like that. Oh, wait, I didn't read this one yet. I agree, but before we can begin doing that, we will be in a depression. It's going to take too much time. Had the Liberals/NDP done anything to extend trade, open more pipelines/refineries, we wouldn't be in this mess. Instead, they decline everything and name Green Party policy. This is actually so true, boys. This is Canada's gone. I'm calling it now. Canada is gone. Like, there is nothing we can do. There is nothing. Like, I'm gonna reply to this guy. This is so true. It's so true. We don't have any infrastructure, so there's gonna be a depression. So if depression hits us, then the States is knocking on our door. Become the 51st state, we'll give you $1 trillion. Boom. Everything is fixed. National debt is paid. Everything is good. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys right now. Be sure to fucking hop in to this channel every day. Every day I'm going to be ranting. So if you guys want to hear me rant every day, please feel free to subscribe and leave a comment. I don't really have anything else to say other than that. I wanted to record 2 videos today, but I have my girlfriend coming over later, so I'm not doing that. But yeah, I'm excited. To be honest, I'm nervous for the future, but I'm also like excited because I own US cryptos that are based in the US, or I own cryptos that are based in the US. So if Canada becomes a 51st state, then I don't have to move anywhere and I can withdraw my crypto without being taxed 70% on it because I live in Canada. But anyways, boys, have a nice day. Subscribe. Love you guys.